All right, we are back. We are here to look at the outdoor season. So the pros had a really quiet indoor season. Of course, we saw a lot of great performances, but 2019, we have the World Championships in Doha. It's a little late in the season, starting in September, ending in beginning of October. So a lot of pro athletes are probably going to start a little bit later, but we already have the NCAA athletes kicking things off in March, leading into April, and we're going to see some great performances all throughout the entire season. So with all that said, let's take a look at 10 events that we should be watching leading up to those World Championships in Doha this year. So first up, the 400-meter hurdles on the men's side. Everyone has been looking forward to that huge matchup between Abdurrahman Samba and Rai Benjamin in that hurdles race. We didn't see them run last year, but individually they had huge performances. Samba managed to run 46.98. That's the number 2 time all time, just 0.2 of a second off the world record. Rai Benjamin, on the other hand, he won the NCAA championships running 47.02. So that's the number 3 time all time. 2019, we're very likely going to see them matched up, and of course we're likely going to see them at the Doha World Championships. They will be joined by 2 very strong athletes as well. 2017 world champion Karsten Warholm as well as Kyron McMaster. So those 4 guys are really going to be turning things up in that 400-meter hurdles this year. So moving over to the flat, now we got the 400 meters on the men's side. That should definitely be just as strong as well. We have Michael Norman coming off a really strong NCAA season where he broke the indoor world record in the 400 meters, then ran 43.61 outdoors to lead the world for the year. So he's going to be the top contender going into the World Championships this year as long as he makes that U.S. team. Right behind him, though, we have a lot of guys. We have Akeem Bloomfield, who ran 43.94 just behind Norman at the NCAA Championships, and he also has really strong credentials at the 200 meters as well. Also, the 2017 silver medalist, Stephen Gardner, he had a really strong season last year before he got injured, but he is very consistent under 44 seconds, running 43 a couple times last year. We also have guys like Abdallah Haroun as well as Fred Curley. We have the world record holder Wade Van Niekerk coming off of injury. He's going to be really strong, and also Karani James. We can never forget about him. So those are just a couple of the 400 meter guys. Of course, we have tons and tons of guys from all around the world. The 400 meters has really been making an impact with a lot of young guys coming out from a lot of different countries around the world. So keep an eye out for the men's 400 meters this year. Now, the 110 hurdles is also going to be a really strong event this year. We have Grant Holloway, who dominated this indoor season. He just came off the 60-meter hurdles, running the American record, the 7.35. That's also the number 3 time all-time in the 60-meter hurdles. He's going to be shooting for that NCAA record, which is 13 flat. He's going to be trying to go sub 13 this year. He's going to have a lot of company if he managed to do so. We have Sergey Shubenkov, who was dominating the hurdles last year. We have Omar McLeod, the world champion and Olympic champion. We also have Orlando Ortega. All 3 of these guys have already been under 13 seconds, so Grant Holloway is really going to be trying to join them. We're also going to have Devin Allen from the US as well as Ronald Levy from Jamaica. So the event is really stacked this year. We could see a couple guys dip under that 13-second barrier, so let's keep an eye out as this year progresses. Now, onto the women's side for the running events. We have the short sprints, both the 100 and the 200 meters. There have been tons of different storylines that have really progressed in the past couple years. We have, of course, Elaine Thompson. She was the Olympic champion in 2016 in both the 100 and the 200 meters, but she kind of fell off a little bit in these past 2 years. Then we have Daphne Skipper. She was a world champion in the 200 meters both in 2015 as well as 2017, but also on the circuit she's been kind of up and down for the past couple years. Then we also have Marie-José Talou, who really had her breakout in 2017, winning silver in both the 100 and 200 meters. Then last year she dominated the 100 meters. Add to that the 2017 world champion in the 100 meters, Tori Bowie, who had injuries last year but is going to be coming back strong this year. Finally, we have Dina Asher-Smith. She really dominated, had a real good coming out party. She's been really consistent in the 200 over the past couple years. Last year, she came out, won the European Championships in both the 100 and the 200 meters. So a lot of women, and those are just a few of the women that are going to be at the top and we're going to be really looking forward to this year. So keep an eye out for everyone. We have Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, who ran sub 11 last year after giving birth. We have Aaliyah Hobbs in the 100 meters, who just finished at the NCAA. We have Shaunae Miller-Weibo, who could make an attack in the 200 meters as well. So a lot of different storylines, a lot to look forward to in those short sprints, the 100 and the 200 meters on the women's side. Now, jumping up to the 400 meters, we have the 2 really big names, Shaunae Miller-Weibo as well as Salwa Eid Nasser. Both of them have been dominating. Last year, we saw Miller-Weibo. She managed to run 48.97, just the 10th woman ever to go under 49 seconds, and the first one to do it since 2009 when Sonia Richards-Ross had done it about 2 times that year. Nasser is not too far behind. She ran 49.08 just behind Miller-Weibo in that race. So both of these 2 ladies are really going to be pushing the pace. I wouldn't be surprised to see them both get lower into that 48-second range. Behind them, though, we have a host of young ladies who are really going to be attacking and trying to make an impact on the season this year as well. Phyllis Francis, she's the 2017 world champion. She's going to be coming to try and defend her title. Shakima Wimbley, she won the U.S. championships last year, running 49.5, a huge personal best for her. Chrisanne Gordon from Jamaica, she's going to be coming off of injury this year and really going to be making an impact. So those are just a couple of the ladies. We're going to see a lot of strong performances. Probably a lot of ladies are going to be going into that 49 range. And like I said, Miller Weibo as well as Nasser might be dipping into that 48 range more consistently this year. So keep a lookout for that women's 400 meters. Now let's add some hurdles to that. The 400 meter hurdles on the women's side. Sydney McLaughlin is the biggest name in that event and probably one of the biggest names in the entire sport. She managed to run one season at the University of Kentucky. She dominated as a freshman, did not lose a single 400 meter hurdles race. She also ran 52.75, a huge performance for her that actually ended the year as the top performance of 2018. So that kind of put her on world record watch as well because she's been progressing so quickly and she's so young. But she's going to have a lot of competition. The Olympic champion from 2016, Dalilah Muhammad, she is still running very, very strong. Corey Carter, she's going to be coming back to the hurdles this year. She is the 2017 world champion. We also have Shamir Little as well as a couple other ladies. So that 400 meter hurdles is really, really stacked. We're going to see a lot of great competition, hopefully a lot of fast performances, and we're going to see a fight for that world championship title in Doha this year. Finally, for the running events, we have the women's 1500 meters. This has turned into one of the most high quality events as one of the most anticipated events of 2019. We have so many athletes who are really at the top and really challenging for some of those top spots and the top medals at the Doha World Championships. Everyone from Shelby Houlihan, who really had a breakout season last year, Laura Muir, who's really, really young and still consistently dominating. Of course, we have Genzebe Dibaba, who's a world record holder, always consistent, always throwing down some really top times. We also have Jenny Simpson, world champion from a couple years ago and multiple time world medalist. Then we have other ladies like Gudaf Segei. She's also been really consistent in the 1500 meters. So a lot of competition that's going to be coming out there. We have Sifan Hassan, who's kind of a wild card. We're not quite sure if she's going to be running the event this year, but if she does, she is definitely going to be a gold medal contender in that 1500 meters. So keep a lookout for how the women progress in 2019 as they lead up to the Doha World Championships. Now let's take a look at some of the field events. The men's pole vault has been extremely consistent over the past couple years. The top guy that we've really been looking out for is Mondo Duplantis. He's now jumping at LSU. He just dominated the indoor season, broke the NCAA record. One of the huge performances from 2018 was his 6:05 jump at the European Championships, taking down some of the top names in the sport. He has a lot of competition though. We have Sam Kendricks from the United States. We have Renaud Lavillenie from France. We have Peter Lizek from Poland. We also have Sean Barber from Canada. We also have Timur Morganov from Russia. So all these guys have jumped either 590 or higher within the past year. This year is really, really going to be consistent and really, really strong for the pole vault. I suspect we're going to see a lot of guys over 6 meters in the pole vault. Mondo, he managed to jump 6:05 last year. We might be challenging to even go higher this year. So keep a lookout for that event. Now, the men's long jump, it's really been up and down over some years, but the past 2-3 years have really been strong for them. One of the main leaders has been Luvo Mnyonga from South Africa. He's been dominating and he's been really consistent in the 850 range. 2018, he ended the season with a best of 8.58 meters. So look for him to really continue his consistency, but we also have another competitor, Juan Miguel Echevarria. He has been really, really consistent, hitting some huge jumps. He managed to finish the season off last year with 8.68 meters. But he also had a slightly windy jump of 8.83 meters. So that's a huge, huge mark for him. We're going to see Manyonga and Echevarria really challenging for that top spot in the long jump. We also have other guys like Henderson, the Olympic champion, and Jerian Lawson as well. So look for these long jumpers to really take themselves to new heights in 2019. Finally, let's end things off with the women's triple jump. It's quietly been creeping up as one of the most consistent and exciting events in track and field over the past couple years. Katarina Ibarguen from Colombia, she's been dominating. She's jumped over 15 meters a couple times, but she's been followed closely behind by the young Yulimar Rojas from Venezuela. She has also been over 15 meters and she managed to steal the World Championship gold over Ibarguen in 2017. So these two are really going to be looking for the dominance and looking for that gold medal in Doha this year. But they're going to be followed very closely behind by a couple ladies. We have Tori Franklin as well as Katora Orji in the US. They're both going to be fighting out for a US title as well as a spot on that podium in Doha. Then we also have Kimberly Williams as well as Sharika Ricketts from Jamaica. They are also very strong competitors. So these 6 ladies are really going to be the top ones to look out for as we progress through 2019. So those are just 10 events that we should really be looking out for during this 2019 outdoor season. Of course, there's tons of other events like the men's 200 meters, the men's javelin, we got the women's 800 meters and the women's long jump. So we're going to see a lot of great performances from a really diverse group of athletes leading into those world championships at Doha that start off at the end of September. All right, so make sure you guys like the video, make sure you guys subscribe, leave a comment below, let me know which event you're most looking forward to during this outdoor season. Keep on the lookout, we're going to have a lot more content coming as the season progresses, all right? So keep tuning in. We'll be back again with another video very soon. Thanks.